After the unmitigated disaster that was Pacific Rim Uprising, and the failure that was Solo Star Wars movie, now let's go into the cool stuff that is my favourite films of the year. Not the films that tried to be cool but ended up being really awkward and dated. I mean, that cool stuff. Yeah. Hello, my name's Elijah Wells, and finally I can get on with it and end the year. As I can tell you, my favourite films of the year. Unlike the worst films of the year, Pacific Rim Uprising and Solo: A Star Wars Story, which featured just non-existent character development and direction goes nowhere and just bland characters and an ending that really didn't satisfy me. Now let's go right into the good stuff. First, we shall stop for 4 honourable mentions. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Avengers Infinity Wars, Mamma Mia 2, Here We Go Again, and The Square. Now, let's get into the top 10 favourite movies of mine of 2018. First kicking off the list is at number 10, Mission Impossible Fallout. This time, Ethan Hunt, played usually by Tom Cruise, doing dangerous stuff while obtaining the nuclear balls that'll pretty much kill off a third of the planet by planting them in rivers in Kashmir. And it features Henry Cavill's mustache, which was missing from Justice League. I really like that movie, particularly the action scenes in the movie. Basically where he drove through in the middle of an ongoing traffic in Paris, dangled off a helicopter, jumping between buildings in London. Just the movie just was totally bonkers and just insane. Just the way I like action films. If it's more bonkers, very insane, I would watch it. This movie delivered, and of course had probably a really edge of your seat finale where he's in this helicopter in Kashmir, literally dangling off a mountain. It's that insane. This movie just satisfied me because I really like bonkers action film, and this movie is bonkers in a fun, good way. At number 9, Mary Poppins Returns. When I was coming into this movie, I felt like, okay, the movie's been out. The original movie came out like 54 years ago, and I think the sequels that came out years before the original is now becoming a bit of a strange phase. But I think it's a really good trend after all now. Films like Split, Mad Max Fury Road, Blade Runner 2049 have a new audition, being Mary Poppins Returns. Seriously, I really like the performance of Emily Blunt as of the titular character and also Ben Whishaw, and the really good child actors, which I thought were really good. I thought the visual effects, especially when the kids are chasing after one of the characters on the China board, I felt like Chinese vase. I felt like, damn, okay, that looks pretty damn impressive. Yeah. Especially the singing of Emily Blunt, that kind of souls it. And Lin-Manuel, of course. Why can't I forget to mention about him? He was really good in the film. Of course, the visuals amazing, the score works amazing, and of course, I found Colin Farrell's character as a banker a bit intimidating, but I think I like intimidating villains in kids movies. So, you know what? Fight me in the streets if you hate this movie. At number 8, Incredibles 2. Oh yeah. Speaking of long-awaited sequels, Incredibles 2 just delivered a punch. This time, Elastigirl is pretty much going out to do some superhero work to pretty much prove that superheroes should not be illegal again. Make superheroes great again. Wait, hang on. Okay, yeah, it's kind of the same with the first film, but that does not give away just how I really like this movie. Just seriously. The opening scene where Bob tries to fend off the Underminer from the last movie, who pretty much exploded some banks and got away with some dough. While Elastigirl is hired with that big billionaire and a very suspicious looking sister as they try to make superheroes great again. Of course, the finale is brilliant, the animation is great, the humor is beyond witty. I think one of the scenes I really like is basically where Bob goes to Edna Mode and leaves Jack Jack with her, and so they went suit esteem. Like I think Jack Jack just really stole the show, even with his superpowers or just how funny he was just throughout the third act. Seriously, if you haven't watched this film, just watch it. Just watch it now. If you've seen this movie already, watch it again on DVD or Blu-ray. Just watch it now. I like this movie. It's really good. At number 7, Isle of Dogs. No, not the neighbourhood in London. The Wes Anderson movie called Isle of Dogs. Set in futuristic Japan, where the mayor is planning to poison all dogs after his mayoral election. So his adopted son goes out to find his dog that he used to have when he was young, and try to persuade his uncle to stop the ban on purging all dogs. Oh, seems like Wes Anderson's a cat person after all. Wait, I have 2 cats at home. Damn it. Of course, the animation of using stop motion, which was very familiar with something like Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is his earlier film, and his very quaint and very witty humour. Especially, I really liked his writing and his directing. And more recently, Grand Budapest Hotel, Life of Steve Zissou, and Royal Tenenbaums. Seriously, this movie was just so creatively, so visually rich. Seriously, the sets just look so good in this movie. Like it's kind of like Japan, is where it blends both the future elements and its historical elements all together. This movie kind of feels like that, where it's blended both the like a lot of the future and past elements of Japan. It's done like a really good ramen. Like, nice. The movie's like a ramen that you're really satisfied in and you just want more of it and you don't care about your bank balance. It's that good. At number 6. Okay, this movie you may have not seen because the movie kind of tanked in the box office, or you most likely have seen it on a plane. But this movie, directed by the same guy who did La La Land, and it's The First Man. Woo! I have a lot to say about this movie. Seriously, that movie is so good. Like the visual effects, especially where Neil Armstrong goes literally to the moon, and pretty much had the really tense last seconds. Like, they're gonna run out of fuel. We need to get down before your abort mission. And especially the editing, like during a test flight, it's just edited like it was a horror movie. I was like, okay, this is like really scary because just how it was edited and shot and all that. Of course, there's brilliant performances by Ryan Gosling as Neil Armstrong, Claire Foy, and Jason Clarke, who is a really underrated actor. Of course, the score work, especially at the moon landing scene by Jason Hurwitz, which won the Golden Globe but snubbed the BAFTA. Seriously, this one should have a lot more appreciation. Seriously, if you haven't seen this film, just check it out and see what you think. Yeah, the visuals are amazing, the acting is brilliant, the direction of Damien Chazelle is brilliant as always, and it's of course made it onto my list. Number 5. Rami Malek does a good Freddie Mercury. He did in Bohemian Rhapsody. I love it. A story about Freddie Mercury, the frontman of Queen, is just seriously such a good movie. Although some people might pick the film apart for like its writing and its hit or miss accuracy, seriously, the sound effects, especially at the Wembley finale, I feel like, yes. And the acting of particularly of Rami Malek, especially it's just really good. He literally is Freddie Mercury, not with all the makeup and that. Seriously, I feel like if I time travel, this will be at this moment. Like, I think one powerful scene when he opens up to his bandmate saying that he has AIDS. I feel like, man, you definitely got yourself a reward attention just for that scene alone. Just how you delivered it. It's like a home run movie, that is. The directing of Bryan Singer is, of course, it's pretty grand, despite some behind the scenes errors that apparently went on. And of course, knowing I'm a bit of a Queen fan, I feel like this movie just gives you a lot more appreciation about Queen. Or if you're not listened to Queen for a while, just listen to it. just listen to Queen, or you've not heard about it, this is a good movie to expose you to it. Or if you're a huge fan of Queen, this will be just one big celebration of Freddie Mercury's life. Like, this movie's just so good. Seriously, even Brian May is the producer of this film. At number 4. And this time it's Steve McQueen and Viola Davis's Widows. It's based off the mini-series back from the 80s. It's about a pack of widows who had to finish off a robbery that their husbands committed, which they were killed during the job, thanks to an exploded van. Yeah, the acting of Viola Davis is pretty much top notch. The direction and by Steve McQueen is pretty good, and just how it's shot, like it was an art piece, or like form of photography, or just shot like it was an art piece. I really appreciate it. But the one moment that really stole the cake for me, it's out of nowhere and just expertly pulled off twist ending. I'm not telling you what happens in the twist ending. I'll tell you, they're falling in the middle of the film, and I was like, oh, wait, that happened? Okay, I'm doing a Home Alone thing at the moment. I feel like, whoa, that twist ending though, seriously. I think I really like David Corella's character, where he played one of the main characters, henchman, who was just beyond the most intimidating thing I've seen all year. He shot someone for doing freestyle rap. He beat up Viola Davis's taxi driver, and he stabbed a man on a wheelchair on his legs. He just, like, his character was just so intimidating. Just if I see him on the street, I'll just run right away, far away as I can before he has any plans to stab me in the legs. At number 3. Oh boy, I've been excited for that movie ever since its first trailer came out in San Diego Comic-Con. Boy, did that wait paid off, and in a big way. It's Ready Player One. Yeah. Steven Spielberg, you've done me proud. You earned it. Seriously, the visual effects and the completely bonkers finale, and it's bonkers. You cannot finish this race scene. This movie is just one word: bonkers, and I really like it. The visual effects are amazing. The score, and the soundtrack of mainly 80s music was brilliant. Pop culture references are not intentionally in your face, but it's just more of an homage to pop culture, from past pop culture to present pop culture. This movie is a love letter to Comic-Con. No matter if it's San Diego or the one I attended, London, it's a love letter to you, the fans. This movie is made for you. No one else but people that love pop culture, video games, and they love movies, TV shows, anime. This movie is made for you. The performances are brilliant, the visuals are amazing, the action scenes are insane, and Ben Mendelsohn plays a really damn good villain. This movie, if you're a pop culture freak like me, I'm proud of it. It's for you! At number 2. This is a movie I've seen only recently, but seriously, that movie got a hold of me for weeks on end now. And it's The Favourite. The movie about Queen Anne on her last days as Queen of Britain. Pretty much is like, whoa. That movie was just amazing. A movie about her and her two very hideous servants that just try to one-up each other to be the favourite. The cinematography is brilliant, the score just struck me in the heart, and the performances of Olivia Colman, especially during the attempted suicide scene, it was like, whoa. I felt like, whoa, that movie clearly doesn't care if it goes too far. It doesn't. And also scenes where it explores her lesbian fantasies, but yeah. Of course, there's Rachel Weisz, which did a brilliant performance, and so did Emma Stone. And the direction is just so brilliant about the movie. Oh my word, I can go on and on about this movie, just how visually pleasing it looked. And so the sets and the costumes. Seriously, I would probably ravish the movie. Seriously, I just like that movie. And now, here is number 1. at number 1. And it's Black Panther. Seriously, that movie pretty much blew all my expectations. Just drop kicked it and kicked it miles away. Seriously, the acting is brilliant. The visuals are amazing. The soundtrack is pretty top notch with R&B and hip hop. The sets and costumes are brilliant. The set design is damn right good. And seriously, that movie, and the cinematography, especially at the opening, I felt like, especially at certain scenes, I was like, that is just beautiful to look at. That movie is just simply so. The more I just think about this movie, the more better it gets for me. Seriously, this is probably it's probably Marvel's most beautiful film they've done so far. Seriously, that movie's just pretty much makes all their movies look like just a pack of scapegoats. Seriously, that movie's so brilliant. Seriously, I could go on for eternity just to explain why that movie was just so brilliant. Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther was especially a story about Black Panther being king of Wakanda, and his long lost cousin attempts to dethrone him to become king while they're trying to find some relics that are being sold in South Korea. Seriously, that movie is brilliant. Chadwick Boseman is brilliant as Black Panther, and Michael B. Jordan, special shout out to him. I would wish he gets an Oscar nomination for his performance. Seriously, that movie just is good, sandwich between brilliant and pretty much bowled into awesomeness, and just heated up in a wave of beautifulness. Seriously, to put it bluntly, Black Panther is the number 1 film, in my opinion, of the year. And time to rerun the entire list all over again, even in case you weren't really that paying attention. Honorable mentions: Into Spider-Verse, Infinity Wars, Mamma Mia 2, and Square. Number 10, Mission Impossible Fallout. Number 9, Mary Poppins Returns. Number 8, Incredibles 2. 7, Isle of Dogs. 6, First Man. 5, Bohemian Rhapsody. 4, Widows. 3, Ready Player One. 2, The Favourite, and 1, Black Panther. What are your favourite films of the year? Let me know in the comment sections below. And this is Elijah Wells, and thank you for an awesome 2018, and hope for the best in 2019. Bye!